My name is Charlie Miller. I'm the founder of Unitonomy. My last startup, TouchCast, we were working with some of the biggest companies around the world and hearing their problems of horizontal knowledge transfer across employees scattered across multiple countries. And hearing that over and over, I kept thinking there's got to be a better way to help people communicate effectively and efficiently than just email and message systems and some video conferences. At the same time, we were having our own growing pains scaling TouchCast from just a few people to over 170 different time zones. What worked at 20 people no longer worked at 40 in terms of keeping cohesion and keeping people aligned and making sure everyone really felt as we tried to cultivate our culture and scale it. And then what worked at 40 didn't work at 80, right? We kept having to reinvent things. And we did what every company does, which is you have more and more meetings. The next thing you know, you don't have time to actually do the most critical work. That's a problem. A year ago, I left TouchCast to really focus full time on this idea of Unitonomy and how we can augment communication as we see this wave of AI coming. Unitonomy is making culture management software. We think that's a nascent market that's about to really explode, and we wanted to find it. And here's why. AI is mature enough to start assisting knowledge workers and really complement how they perform their role. At Unitonomy, we see companies that know that culture is a competitive advantage. They know AI is going to be a competitive advantage, but they're not equipped to take advantage of either. We're really focused on three things. How do we better connect people to each other, especially in this age of remote work and everything's happening with the pandemic? Two, how do we better connect employees to their sense of purpose? Because that's really what the heart of culture is about. People that feel motivated by how their role is going to influence the overall performance of the company. And three, how do we connect people better to the knowledge? These are knowledge workers. We have to make sure that across our whole company, we're helping them efficiently and effectively connect to that knowledge so they can use it. We've got 3 products launching this month, and I bet that sounds a little crazy for a startup, but here's why we can do that. We've developed Unitonomy like a game developer. That's my background, is game design and game development. We built an engine first to augment communication across all the systems companies already use. And now we can really quickly innovate. Our first product is Get Commit that just launched. This is about knowledge transfer inside the organization. From that, we created a single player mode of the same technology called Glove. This is like knowledge transfer between you and future you. It's for individuals. It really solves the problem of emailing yourself for reminders. And 3, we have Org Vitals. Org Vitals is us looking at collaboration and culture in the context of performance. There are a lot of culture analytics and people analytics software out there, but no one really looks at collaboration as a point to study for how a company is performing, and that's what we do with Org Vitals. Imagine this. Imagine taking all the documents that are already created in your office and pouring them into our system like Get Commit, and Get Commit knowing how to parse that information and create what we call knowledge nuggets, so that anytime an employee comes with a query about how you do something or what someone's working on, our system can automatically compile that knowledge and create a brief on the fly for you that answers your question. It's really the holy grail of what we're looking for when we talk about connecting employees to knowledge. But that's just one example where AI is going to make a huge influence in augmenting knowledge workers across every aspect of their role. The latest estimates show there's 1 billion knowledge workers around the world, so there's a lot of people sitting behind computers that need help within their companies to feel more connected. 2, we know big companies are paying over $2,000 per year per employee on consultants and workshops to come in and help build better communication, better collaboration, and improve the culture. If we can turn a segment of that into software of what those workshops do in terms of developing the processes, I think we can make a huge impact and build a very big company. We're 13 people, we're 8 full-time, we're cohesive unit that have a lot of experience working together and cover a lot of different bases of what it takes to build a startup. And I'll note that as a second-time founder, I know you can't just build a product and think that's your only job. It's just as important to understand your channels of how you find customers, how you develop them, and how you sell. So we're just as focused on the marketing aspects and the sales aspects as we are just building product and getting it out.